Would you like to have longer, thicker lashes without using harsh chemicals? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about how I was able to improve the length and the growth of fullness of my lashes with rosemary essential oil. And I'll also share couple other things that you can do with rosemary so that you're not getting a bottle just for your mascara. You want to have lots of ways to use it. My name is Kathy Skinner, and I am passionate about helping you to reduce your toxic load so that you can live healthier, happier, younger, longer. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can find out when I have a next video uploaded. So let's get to talking about those longer, thicker lashes. This trick that I do really works. How do I know? Well, it had been about 6 months since my sister had last seen me. And during that time, I had acquired a new tube of mascara, and I decided to try this trick that I'd heard about that I'm going to share with you. And it was just simply using rosemary oil in it. So when she saw me, she didn't know about this, but she just kept staring at me and staring at me. And finally I said, "What is it? What are you looking at?" And she says, "What did you do to your lashes? They're so thick and long, and there's more of them." Well, all I did was with my new tube of mascara, I just, it's tight, took my bottle of rosemary and just simply put in 1 drop. Did you see that? Just 1 drop. That's all you need. And then put your wand back in, sort of move it around. Don't pump it. No pumping. And there, then you have it. And you can lash away. As simple as that. This is mascara that I use from Honeybee Gardens. And actually I use all my cosmetics I get from Honeybee Gardens because I love the way the company works. I love the fact that I don't have to worry about having harsh chemicals or toxins in any of my cosmetic kind of products that I use. And there's a 15% off link down there. So if you want to try it out, you can and get a 15% discount too. Now you notice that I had a dropper on my bottle. I find having a droppers on tops of my bottles makes it so much easier to make sure I'm getting just 1 drop. And I put a link there for you for that as well. Now let's get to some other ways you can use rosemary. You've probably heard about using it, in your hair, shampoo. That's what I do. I just put, when I get a new bottle of shampoo, I'll put, it's about, that size bottle, I'll put in like 10 or 15 drops of rosemary oil and sort of stir it, shake it around. And then that's what I use when I shampoo my hair. You could also put it in your conditioner if you'd rather do that. And I have other people who actually like to put a little bit of shampoo in their hand, and then they put a drop, just 1 drop then, of rosemary into that, and then, wash their hair and rinse it out. It's, I've had some people who have areas where they, you start losing some of your hair and you're receding as we get older. And they have actually taken the rosemary and just put a drop, barely a drop, because with a dropper you can get less than a drop too. Just roll it on you and then roll it just right in there. And is it going to make your hair greasy? No, don't have to worry about that. And it's going to encourage hair growth. Another way to use rosemary, especially as we're getting older, but even for young kids, like when they're studying, they're doing their homework and they've got tests that they're studying for, rosemary essential oil is amazing to help. So simply diffuse it, put several drops in your diffuser. The other thing you could do is apply it to any of your pulse points. I always recommend the inside of your wrist and your temples. Breathe it straight from the bottle too, especially like before going in for an exam or a presentation where you want to just have everything, come together like I would do before speaking to you. Another thing, as you probably guessed, you can cook with it, right? And I use rosemary, the herb, in a lot of my recipes. But I also use the essential oil because there's sometimes I really don't want the little pieces of rosemary, but I want the flavor and I want all the health benefits. So what I'll do, like for instance, when I'm making hummus in my blender, I just put one drop, like I said, one drop into the blender with all the chickpeas or whatever I'm using, and blend it all up, and we're good to go. If you're using it in a recipe that's going to be a little warmer, then be sure to add it towards the end of, so you're not boiling it. You don't want to destroy the properties. You'll still get the flavor and all that, but you will minus the health properties. So one other thing I want to share before we go is something that a lot of people aren't aware of. And that is that most cats, they actually detest the smell of rosemary. So if you have a cat and they're scratching furniture, or they're, revisiting an area where they had an accident, that kind of a thing, put a drop of rosemary there. That will keep them away. Some people are concerned about, the rosemary oil staining. I've never had an issue with that. But if you're concerned about it, then simply put 2 drops of rosemary onto a cotton ball and then tape it to the area that you want to keep your cat away. So, like I said, there's lots of ways, more to come, of ways you can use rosemary essential oil. But this is just a few to get you started. Don't want to overwhelm you. That would be like putting stress on you and raising your toxicity in your body. I don't want to do that. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button, reduce your toxic load, and get some discounts on some products. Take care.